Hey guys, it's been about a week since I did a video. We had the Coke 600, and I swear it was like a repeat of when Truex won 2 years ago. It was like a snooze fest. It was just a different Toyota driver, and it's pretty much everyone who hates this guy or just doesn't like him in general. Which brings me to my next topic because there's nothing to talk about the 600 because it was just a snooze fest. Um, Other than Jimmy got a top 5 and Alex Bowman got a top 10. Chase was almost to a top 10, but Ricky once again took that away from us. So, and sorry, um, which leads me into my next rant that I was getting into lately. Kyle Busch fans, not all of them, but quite a bit of them, are so annoying. Like, literally the most annoying fan base I've ever seen in my life or heard in my life. They worry way too much about what us as fans of other drivers think. Like, oh, oh, you haters, look what he did, and this and that, and then like trying to gloat and trying to seem like their driver is all badass and like this legend. And he's not a legend. He has one championship to his name and like what 47, 48 wins. That's not considered a legend. I'm sorry. Yes, he may have won at every active track. So I just don't care. Honestly. And calling haters like, well, not technically haters who just don't like the guy, um, idiots is not the way to go. Like, you don't call other people who just don't like the driver for certain reasons. It's not hating, it's just having a difference of opinion um, on just not liking that driver. I personally do not like Kyle Busch at all. We all know this. It's not because he wins a lot. It's not because of his talent. I respect both of that. But I don't respect his attitude and the way he handles himself, and just he acts like a child and has the mindset of a child. Um, so that's just my views on him, and a lot of people think the same way. That when he doesn't get his way or doesn't want to race, he whines about it. He makes excuses, always talks badly about his team or his pit crew, which is he's never very positive unless he wins and something just goes his way. So like when Austin won the 600 last year on fuel mileage, he got upset because he's like, oh, he won on fuel mileage and da. It's like, dude, you won on fuel mileage, so shut up. He During that media interview, we all saw he picked his nose and he said something. I don't remember what he said, but he threw the mic on the table like a 5-year-old would do. Like, really? I don't know understand how people like stand up for that, like back him up on those kind of behaviors. Like, they understand, like, oh, that's just Kyle being Kyle. Like, I don't care how long he's been in the sport, but please grow up. Like, the young drivers get crapped on for showing any personality whatsoever, but with Kyle, it's just like, oh, it's just Kyle being Kyle. I get like these young drivers are trying to make a name for themselves and they're still proving themselves, but it should all be an equal playing field. Like, when it comes to veterans and the young drivers with their personality, like if they both have personality, call them out on both or don't at all. So, And Kyle Busch fans, some of them expect like respect or expect everyone to respect their driver and whatnot, but yet they're turning around and calling people just don't like them idiots is not the way to go. So, um, like I'm a Chase fan. I I get hate and crap every single day for rooting for him, and people say, "Oh, he chokes a lot and chokes away races, and he in the Cup Series because of his last name and his dad and this and that. He hasn't won a race yet. It's been 3 years and da, da, da. Just the whole spiel that I've heard a million times, and I kind of just laughed it off. And people, they are pretty much uneducated people who don't get that it's not easy to win in any type of racing, especially Cup. Now that we have like all these incredible and like amazingly talented young drivers and coming into the sport. We got Chase, we got Jones, we got Bowman, Byron, and uh, just all the young drivers currently in the Cup Series. It is hard, and people think it's just so easy just to go, well, don't hey, just go up front and win the race, be faster than everyone else. Like that's not the key. You don't have to be the fastest guy on track to win. You gotta be smart, fast, and have strategy. So, but these veterans are just, in my mind, are like don't want the spotlight taken from them, from these young kids, because they know they have this massive amount of potential, but they don't want them like winning and doing all this stuff to make them look bad. It's like, don't you want these young guys to like be successful and build up their careers like you guys have, like since you guys started? It's just, I don't know. It's just, I get, like I just said, I get hate so much for being like a fan of Chase or just all basically any of the younger drivers like Bowman, Byron, or and Blaney. Like I get hate for pretty much anyone I root for. I get hate for liking Jimmy Johnson. He's a veteran of the sport, so I just don't get it. Like Busch fans, I get it, but you don't need to be so hateful and act like your driver to make a point. Like as a Chase fan, to make my point, I just throw facts out their way. Be like, Chase has won the Xfinity Championship. He's won 5 races in Xfinity, 2 in the Truck Series. Most popular driver, Rookie of the Year in Cup and Xfinity, and made the playoffs 2 years in a row in his first 2 years of Cup. First year he finished 10th overall, and second year 5th. Almost make it to the round of 4, and then I just leave it at that. And I tell him, where was his dad driving? Was his dad driving that car? No, so he stopped bringing his dad up into every conversation. And excuse like he's just a spoiled rich kid who just lived off his daddy's name in racing, which is not. His dad may have helped him along the way, but Chase did all the work to prove himself. So all these young drivers have proven themselves to get to where they are. So, but again, just Busch fans, please be more respectful. We may say we don't have to like Busch, we don't have to respect his attitude and whatnot, but we do, don't get us wrong, we do respect his talents on track and what he's accomplished. We just don't accept his attitude and the way he acts. That's the only reason we just say the things that we say, because it's kind of the truth. You can say what you want to say, but don't use the words idiots, or anything else to describe people that just simply just don't like him. And to go back to my previous video, people or someone said that I was telling people who had a difference of opinion from me to shut up. Like, that's not what I meant. I meant the haters on Chase who don't, a lot of Chase haters don't have an opinion of him. They just have his one mindset, and that's about it. They don't have like a specific reason to not like him. They just spew out things that they see on the internet and be like, and just follow on that, and say he doesn't deserve to be in an Xfinity ride and this and that, and just those are not having it. That's not an opinion. That's just spewing, trending from other hate comments, and that I'm not saying if you have a difference of opinion, you can shut the hell up. I never said that. I said the haters who don't have a specific reason to hate on a driver and just follows a trend of hating from other people. That's pretty much what I meant. Like, if you don't have a specific reason to hate on a driver, then don't say anything. If you don't know anything about the sport, don't say anything. If you don't know anything about Chase, don't say anything. If you don't know his on-track record or his stats or anything, don't say anything. That's pretty much what I meant by that last video. I'm not trying to be hateful, but after a while, just people need to realize they're not in charge of who these teams pick to fill in for their teams. Like, Chase brings in sponsorship from Hooters and Napa and this and that. That's why people are drawn to that, and they see the success he's had in the Xfinity Series with winning a championship, and so that's why they picked him. They're not gonna go out and get like an experienced Xfinity driver who was taken out of their ride and this and that. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about the last video. I'm not trying to tell other people to shut up because they have a difference of opinion. I'm telling the haters who don't have a specific reason to hate Chase. They just do it just to do it because they see everyone else, like a lot of people, doing it, and they think it's just a trend just to hate on Chase for no specific reason, just because he's a race car driver, a young race car driver. So it's not what I meant. So just wanted to clear that up. Again, Coke 600 was a snore fest. They should have had that same package from the All-Star race in the Coke 600, because it would have made for a much better race and not like a 6, 7, 8 second lead the entire time and having the whole race dominated by one driver. It was just not good. But there were some incidents in the race where there was a lot of tire issues. Byron went out with a tire issue. Harvick, Dylan, and then there was time when Jimmy got spun out by Hamlin, of all people. Like, do you have something against Hendrick? Any Hendrick driver? He spun out Jimmy, but Jimmy didn't wreck, so that was a good thing. Other than that, and Blaney's car blew up. His team said drive the car until it blew up, and it literally blew up. So went into flames. Glad he's okay. His safety is more important than him finishing that race at this. So, anyways, we're going to Pocono. Chase will run in the 23 car again this weekend, do double duty, and as we're going back to the site of Blaney's first win from last year, which was a very exciting end of that race. So, other than that, I'll be busy this week, so may or may not get on here until next week. Hope everyone is having a good day.